Welcome to Sit Downs with City Lifestyle, Vegas Edition podcast. We are back with our Meet the Partners series, and joining us today is a dear friend of mine, Joyce McBride, General Manager of Cactus Valley Senior Living. Welcome to the podcast, Joyce.
Thank you, Chrissy. Super excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you, and I know how busy you are, too. You are always humming, girlfriend, so
yes.
I'm thrilled that you were able to make your way over here and join us.
Well,
So,
thank you.
For those who may not be familiar, tell us a little bit about Cactus Valley Senior Living.
Sure. Well, one of the reasons that I'm able to be here today is because my husband, who is my co-manager, my partner in crime, life, and work, is keeping everything going at Cactus Valley. So for those who don't know about Cactus Valley, one of the best things is to come by and see us. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to explain all the amazing things that we have going there. And when I'm telling people over the phone about how, all these different spaces and our residents and things like that, they really still don't get it until they walk in the door and they go, oh, I did not realize it looked like this, So yes, an amazing place.
I think I had the same reaction too, because you guys have a city within our city here.
Yes.
And when I walked in, I was like, oh my God, there's a bank, there's a gym, there's a theater.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about some of those unique features that you guys have on property there.
Absolutely. One of the things that makes our community so unique is there's so many amenities that feel like you don't have to go out into the Vegas heat or into the wind or things like that to enjoy. We have our own salon inside with pedicures, manicures, hair, a massage chair, all those things. We also have an outstanding performance movie theater. Not only do we show movies at night and have some downtown Abbey screenings and fun things like that, we actually have a stage with audiovisual that we can seat 160 people in our performance theater and show live bands and comedians and things like that, which is a really special space. Especially since Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world.
Yeah.
We've got our own little entertainment capital of the world inside of our community.
I love that so much. With stadium seating.
With stadium seating, yes.
So there's not a bad seat in the house.
No bad views.
That's so great. And I mean, I think a lot of what makes the property unique is you guys. I mean, you guys put so much heart into your community. Yes. How do you go about making a space that may be unfamiliar to people that are just moving in? How do you make it feel like home?
Sure, absolutely. And that's the goal of any retirement community is to make, we know this is a big move. And so there's a lot of anxiety that happens in the beginning, a lot of I don't know what to do kind of things. And in all 62 of our communities under the Resorts Lifestyles communities umbrella, all of our communities have live-in co-managers.
Okay.
Most of them are married couples, like my husband and I, but we do have some mother-daughter and, sisters that do it as well. But a majority of us are married couples. So it is our home as well. And so just like we want to be welcomed in our home, we know that our residents do as well. And so it doesn't hurt that my husband and I are from Savannah, Georgia originally. And so we have some Southern hospitality in us as well. But we definitely want people to feel that warmth when they come in.
Well, and you guys, your family comes to stay with you guys when they come to visit too. So it's like the residents get to meet your entire family as well.
Absolutely.
Especially coming from Georgia.
Yep.
They brave the Vegas heat to come out to see you guys. I'm sure they love it. But I think that also adds to it as well, because they not only know you guys extremely well because you guys live on property, but they also get to meet your extended family, which is great too.
Yes. It's a really good concept that our company does because as live-in managers, we have skin in the game. So we want the food to be good. We want the housekeepers to do a great job. We want all those things because it's our home too. So we don't just punch out and leave for the day. We are there, enjoying all the amenities that they do too. Now we don't get to do happy hour because we have to work and they frown on drinking on the job,
Yes.
But we still get to enjoy the live music and, all the things and get to almost see it through our residents' eyes as well.
I love it so much. I mean, what does a typical day look like for a resident at Cactus Valley?
So they can wake up early and come down and have breakfast. We have eggs made to order. I mean, even poached eggs.
That's great.
All the things. Or if they don't want to get out of their jammies so early, we can do room service, which is complimentary as well, so that they can, read their paper and have their coffee and enjoy breakfast in their apartment. And then after that, our day gets going. We have exercise class. We have several throughout the day. We have scheduled transportation to take them places. Our residents just went to the Mob Museum on Tuesday and had such a great time. And we had so many that have been here for decades and have never even gone to the mob museum and things like that.
Yeah.
So getting out and being a tourist in their own city, and then come back, have, a full lunch with a soup and salad bar and homemade desserts and, someone waiting on them, and then maybe retire up to their room for a little bit and then come back down for board games, bingo, card games, another exercise class, another opportunity to socialize, happy hours, all those things. And then we have dinner again, which is
The
full
chefs
dinner.
are amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're very blessed with our culinary team. So, and then after that, we have our matinee movies and our stadium seating theater. And then we have some residents that, will walk at night, outside or inside, or, come down and have, some hot tea or something in the lounge. And we have a 24-hour ice cream machine, so that gets used a lot. So
I want to move in.
Absolutely.
Do we have to be a certain age to move in? Because I would love to move in. This sounds like my dream.
Yeah, 55 plus, so we're right there in that,
Yeah.
that age group. And so, absolutely. It's an amazing opportunity for all ages, really.
I mean, it sounds like a blast, and honestly, like my dream situation. What are some of the common misunderstandings you think that people are facing when they're trying to make the decision of, like, is it time? Should I wait a few years? Like, what are some of those common misconceptions you see?
Well, it's funny that you said that, because we just had an event on Wednesday where we had a local agent come in that talked about downsizing and how to make the right moves. And we had a couple that had just moved in that had used his services and came and spoke to us. And we had about 16 people there. And one of the ladies asked, well, what would you have done differently, or what would you have wished you would have known before you moved in? And he looked right at her and he said, we wish we would have done this years sooner. Why did we wait so late? So long? We have had, made so many new friends. We don't have to worry about the house. We don't have to worry about cooking and cleaning and doing all those things that took us away from the things that we didn't even realize we didn't have time to enjoy.
Yeah.
And he said, now I'm freed up. I feel like I can, go to the poker room at the South Point, go do things like this, and know that things are going to be taken care of, and I don't have to worry about coming back and doing all these things.
Yeah.
And so he said, it's just we wish we'd have done it sooner.
That's awesome. That's so awesome to hear. I mean, I think that there can be a lot of anxiety about change, and I think people can be nervous about that. But to your point, I mean, you're taking such a huge lift off of everyday life, even down to the little things of cleaning your own space.
Yes.
Like, that's such a huge lift off after a long week of even if you are retired, just activities and all that stuff. Not having to worry about any of that stuff is amazing.
Yes.
And you mentioned the connections that these people are building too. I think that during the pandemic, we all went through such an extreme isolation phase. How important do you think it is as people are aging to have that sense of community and connection?
Sure. You're right. I think COVID did teach us how important it is, the human touch, the human interaction. Some of us went through it, and after a couple of weeks, we were already like, I can't do this anymore. We've got to, see some other people. And being able just to come right out of your apartment and go into a common area space and see some friends or make new friends and be able to talk about things that we relate to in our same generation and our same experiences. We see a lot of residents that come in that maybe their family members are like, Mom, ever since Dad passed away, just hasn't been the same. She doesn't go to church anymore. She doesn't do this. Her friends moved away or, have passed. And so she has us every day, and, we don't have the time to be her only thing, and they're afraid that I don't know, she's not going to join that. She's probably not going to want to come out of her apartment. And then a month later they come back and she's greeting them at the door, and she's the mayor. She's introducing them to all of her friends and showing all the things, all the pictures on Facebook of all the fun things that she's doing now, and which is such a reward for us. I mean, because we can only tell you so much about our amenities and things that we offer, but at the end of the day, it's really our residents and our team that's making those connections with the people moving in to let them know that this is your new adventure, this is your new home, this is your new chapter, and you're not doing it by yourself. We're here with you.
Yeah, they have this whole built-in sense of community within Cactus Valley.
Absolutely.
I mean, what would you suggest if there's, let's say, an adult who is having a little bit of trepidation about starting that conversation with their elderly parent, that this might be the right time? What advice would you give to the to the child of an elderly person who's considering this.
Absolutely. And I would say half of our residents that we have now came in either kicking or screaming, saying, absolutely not, this is not for me. Or they came in saying, this is fine, but I'm not ready yet. I'm only 80. I don't need this for another 20 years. You know,
Listen to that.
I don't need this for another 20 years. I still get around, you know, those kind of things. And so one way that we approach them as well as their adult children is just come in. You don't have to take a tour. We're not high pressure salesmen. We're not going to sell you a car today. We're not doing those things. You come in, you take a look around at your pace, maybe have lunch, maybe just come to one of our events like we had on Wednesday, maybe come to one of our concerts that we have. We can make it as fast as you need it or take your time as needed. You know, we don't want you at the end of the day to be like our residents that spoke at the seminar this Wednesday and say, I wish we would have done this sooner.
Yeah.
You know, the first step is just coming in and at least getting an idea of what it's not. Because I think a lot of times we get people that come in that say, oh, I thought this was going to look like the places I used to visit back when my grandmother was in a place or something like that. And I think once they come in and see how vibrant and active and how, you know, exciting and moving and active it is, then I think they get a different idea for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not. I think some people would think like, oh, it's going to feel like it could feel like a jail or it could feel like this or whatever. And then they walk in and they're like, oh my God, this is actually really fun. It's kind of like it almost feels like it's like their second round of living in a dorm in college again, where they have people that are all their same age or around similar life experiences that they can just build and have a great time with.
Absolutely. And I think the word independent living kind of makes people think, oh, well, I have to, you know, I have to go in when I don't feel like I'm as independent as I need to be and I need people to do things for me. It's not, I need people to do things for me. It's an opportunity for you to get people to do things for you so that you can do all the independent things that you want to do. It frees up all that time so that you can continue to live that active lifestyle that you want to. I think that's probably another big misnomer that people have is, oh, I need to move into a place like that when I can't do for myself anymore. And that's not it. You need to move in now so you can do more for yourself and have that freedom and that independence to come and go and do the things that you like to do. And just have us there as a backup to help you.
Yeah, and I love that, especially from the child's standpoint, knowing that like, hey, mom or dad can still do everything on their own, but if they need help, you guys are there, and you guys are truly a second family to them. How did you decide that you wanted to go into senior living?
Sure. So through high school, college, I was always in a people business. I was restaurant manager, hotels, always just customer service oriented kind of things. And then I met my husband now, and he had 2 small children at the time, and life in the restaurant and in the hotels can sometimes be late nights, early mornings, you know, always weekends and holidays. And so I started looking for something that would be a little different from that. And I remember going around, and my grandmother at the time, my maternal grandmother, Ellen, needed a community because the house was getting too big for her and all those things. And I wanted to be someone like that for other people's grandmothers.
I love that.
Yes, I wanted to be the person that knew all the residents' names that, you know, when I called and they said, oh, you know, your grandmother did this today, your grandmother did that. I wanted to be the person that could give them that reassurance and let them know that, you know, she was doing well and that she was thriving in this new community space. And so the opportunity came up, and I was back in Savannah, Georgia, of course, and that was in 2010. And I got a job as a marketing assistant at an independent assisted living community, and then within 3 years was executive director and knew that this was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So
I mean, you can feel it, Joyce. Like whenever I go into Cactus Valley, like I talk with a lot of different business people in all different industries, and you are absolutely one that has found your calling in life. And I think it takes a special a certain soul to be able to work with seniors every single day. And you've definitely found your calling because you do take the time to get to know all of the residents, their stories. You know, you guys are always patient, and it shows. It shows in the community that you guys have built there, which is awesome. I mean, working with the seniors every single day, are there any, any certain moments that stand out as highlights for you? I mean, you're with the people who carry the history, you know, in their minds every single day. Like, are there certain moments that kind of stand out for you as like lessons that maybe could be imparted upon the younger generations?
Absolutely. Which we are blessed to have some younger team members with us. Most of our evening servers are high school students
I
or
love it.
maybe early college students. And seeing them interact with our residents is amazing because, you hear all the time that, oh, young people today just don't care anymore. And unfortunately, some of that's true. But we have been blessed to have many of our team members that come to us that definitely want to be there. They want to, maybe they miss their grandparents, maybe they don't live near them or whatever. And seeing them, hold their hand and maybe, talk, take them to their table or, go get some soup for them and, pick up their fork off the floor when they drop it and things like that, remind you that there's still humanity, there's still hope for the future. And there's still hope for, communities like ours to have these wonderful people working with our residents and getting to know them. And even still, every now and then, like you said, I'm pretty busy throughout the day. Me and my husband are kind of crisscrossing all day long doing things. But it's really interesting when one of our team members will come to our office and say, did you know that Miss So-and-so was one of the first people to, So they tell them these stories too, and it gets them really interested in, not just seeing them as an older person who, is not useful to them anymore. It's definitely teaching moments for all of us to hear some of these stories and realize that we still have living history with us and that that's part of our present as well as our future, and be able to get that perspective is just pretty amazing. And we get that opportunity to do it every day. I'll say we are honored to have that opportunity every day.
What about moments of joy? Any particular moments of joy that you've seen? Because you experienced so much life there.
Yes. Some of the things that stick out the most to us, like I said earlier about, sometimes they come and they're like, oh, Mom, she used to be so active and now she doesn't even want to leave the chair anymore. Things like that. Yeah. And then when they come into our community and they meet Mark, our lifestyles director, who is just so full of life and full of joy and just happy all the time and full of energy. And then they meet our chef, who just loves on our residents to no end. And, he's a tattooed guy that, and he's tall and, he looks a little intimidating, but he's such a squishy teddy bear and he's probably going to kill me whenever he sees this, that, that warms up to our residents and will do anything, for them. And they get to meet these team members and I get to sit here and watch this and think, oh my gosh, we picked the right people for the right place at the right time to give our residents, some of the best years of their life.
I love it. I love it. And what about any traditions? Any famous traditions that you just love that are part of Cactus Valley? Because you guys have so many events.
I know.
If you had to pick one that was your favorite.
Gosh. I would say our holidays are definitely the best. We always go out with the food.
The decor.
The decor.
The decor is unbelievable during the holidays.
Yes, the food, the decor, the live music, and then to see them bring their families in. And some of these families who maybe don't live here and only came when they moved in, and then here they are 6 months, 8 months later, coming to see them, and they're getting introduced to all their friends, and they're showing them around, oh, this is my housekeeper, and, and they're like introducing to their family, their new family, and it's amazing. And those traditions of, once they leave, a lot of them were afraid, oh, I'm not going to have Christmas here anymore at my house. I'm not going to have Thanksgiving here anymore at my house. And then we get to recreate those things for them. I mean, one of the special things the chef does for holidays is he will get recipes from residents that what kind of food did you make for your holidays and stuff. And we have several Italian residents that maybe did not do, traditional Thanksgiving foods and things like that. And he'll even work that in and for that week and things like that, so that they don't have to give up their traditions either. Bring your family. We'll do all the cooking and cleaning. You get to do all the fun, go and play games afterwards and do the things that your family had traditions for. We're not taking that away from you.
Joyce, I'm telling you, I'm ready to move in. I'm ready to move in. This is amazing. Are you kidding?
We're going to be on a wait list soon, so you better put your money down now.
Well, and for good reason. Again, because of the sense of community that you guys have built there, and just the heart that everybody at Cactus Valley puts into that place, and you can feel it. And I think that from what I can see as an outsider, it looks like it's something that genuinely permeates to all the people that live there. And it's just such a happy place.
Well,
so I love to go and visit you guys. And I would encourage anybody who is listening or watching now who is either interested in potentially looking at senior living or has a family member to go and take a tour or participate in one of the events.
Absolutely.
I'll be calling bingo soon.
Yes.
So please join us. It'll be fun. But for people who want to reach out, how can they find you?
Sure. So we are located on St. Rose Parkway over here in West Henderson, across from the Costco. That's kind of our biggest referral source. Actually, people going to Costco and saying, "Hey, I saw you
across the street."
Yeah, I saw your community." So, so I encourage you just to stop in and take a look, or you can go to Cactus Valley seniorliving.com, and we'll take you to our website as well, and you can reach out that way. Happy to talk to you. We're there 7 days a week. We can show you around at any time. My husband and I, my husband who I suckered into quitting his job of 25 years and selling the house and moving across country for. So
and Robert loves it too.
Loves it.
Yeah, I mean, two people who have absolutely found their place in life. I love it so much. So,
Yes.
and they'll get to meet either you or Robert.
Yes.
And you guys will be the ones who will kind of take them around and show them. And I think that's great too, because you guys are the
Absolutely.
faces that they'll see every single day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yep, we're there.
I love it. Well, thank you again, Joyce, for making the time. Thanks for joining us. And we thank everyone for listening or watching with us today. Reminder to subscribe to our channel for more stories, and we'll see you guys next time.